You may be seated. Welcome, distinguished guests, family, and friends, to the 2026 Davenport North High School Commencement Ceremony. Before we celebrate all these fine young individuals before us, Friday afternoon or evening, if you are a boys soccer player, go ahead and stand up. These fine young men qualified for state, and they will be playing in the state tournament on Monday. So they're going to be leaving here and representing North High School to its finest. Congratulations, boys. Today we gather with immense pride to honor an extraordinary league of young visionaries. On behalf of the administration and the tireless staff of North High School, we extend our deepest gratitude to the family whose unwavering devotion fueled this journey. This moment is a celebration of our collective triumph and the beginning of a bold new chapter. We recognize the visionary leadership of the Davenport Community School District, Superintendent T.J. Schneckloff, and our dedicated faculty. Your sacrifice has forged a foundation for these students to achieve nothing short of greatness. To our graduates, thank you for inviting us to witness your incredible evolution. To the educators, mentors, and essential staff who breathe life into our institution, your expertise is the heartbeat of this success. Now I invite everyone to stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. As the Davenport Community School District, JROTC, proudly presents the colors. Prepare to be moved by Mr. Uberts and the national anthem performed by the North High School senior choir members.
Stripes and bright stars, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The 4.0 students would please make their way to the stage. We are honored to host an array of distinguished guests today, each a powerful testament to the enduring spirit and success of our students and staff. As I introduce these vital leaders, I invite them to stand and remain standing to be recognized. First, we honor the visionary architects of our district, the Davenport Community School District Board of Education. President Karen Klein Jerome. Vice President Kent Postian. Directors Kent Barnes, Dr. Allison Beck, Linda Hayes, Lori Yankee, and Bruce Potts. We also recognize the driving force of our district's mission, Superintendent of Davenport Schools, TJ Schneckloff. And finally, please welcome the dedicated leadership team of North High School, the champion of our students' daily journey. Principal Eric Johnson, Associate Principal Julie Heller, Teacher in Charge David Ross, Activities Director Jeremy Mosier, Associate Principal Kelly Sampson, and myself, Brian Heller. Thank you. We would now like to pause and shine a spotlight on true pillars of the North High legacy, our retiring staff. Their unwavering dedication and lifelong commitment has served a brilliant beacon, illuminating the path of countless students throughout their illustrious careers. They leave behind a profound footprint of inspiration. While their presence in the halls will be deeply missed, their influence is woven into the very fabric of this community. Please join us in a monumentous celebration of phenomenal educators, Mrs. Connie Gray and Mr. Dan Ziesmer. The class of 2026 has been nothing short of legendary. This year has been an absolute powerhouse of achievement, and we stand in awe of your grit and grace that you have displayed. You haven't just handled adversity, you have conquered it, proving that you are forged for greatness and ready to dominate any challenge ahead of you. Success is a team sport, and we salute the families, mentors, and friends who have fueled this incredible journey. Now it is my distinct honor to spotlight an elite group of scholars. These 6 individuals have achieved the pinnacle of academic excellence, maintaining a flawless 4.0 cumulative GPA throughout their entire high school career. Please join me in a resounding round of applause for these academic titans. Wyatt Anthony, Jason Lee, Hunter Morrow, Yancy Nguyen, Sandra Ong, and Win Tran. Now to bring a voice to this monumentous occasion, I invite Hunter Morrow to the podium to deliver a message of inspiration to the unstoppable class of 2026.
Today is the 31st of May, which is marking an end of a chapter in our lives. So before we close off this chapter, I just want to say, hello, I'm Hunter Morrow, and I'm assuming most of y'all know me from one thing or another. And before I get into the speech, I just want to thank some people who have helped me the most. My mom has been one of my biggest support systems through high school, through the constant push to get things done and the constant nagging on what is at stake if I don't. I always tell her I hate getting the constant reminders. However, I know without them, I would probably not be up on this stage as the valedictorian. I'm sure it felt like just yesterday that you were taking me to school for my first day or reading me all those children's books to me as I fell asleep. So thank you again for helping to instill a passion for learning in me. Next up is my dad. He has been my biggest provider of life advice and always helps me to think through problems and has always found a way to brighten my darkest days when I felt like I was spiraling from the stress of responsibilities. So thank you for all the memories and all the nights you have spent supporting me in some way. Then there is my brother. Him and I always don't get along, and there have been times where we fought, but I've shared so much of my life with him, and I would not trade him for anyone else. Along with my family, I also want to say thank you to all my friends, but especially Drew Scott, Oliver Glenbine, Donnie Rubnecker-Howard, Jalen Reed, Camden Bennett, and Trey Alexander. I've known these people all for different amounts of my life, some from kindergarten, some from the beginning of high school, and some becoming good friends just this year. These guys have seen some of my highest highs and lowest lows, and helped me to become who I am. When I first entered high school, I was still pretty reserved, I would say, but by finding my people, I've been able to become the friendly, somewhat annoying person I am today. So thank you. Don't worry, I only have a few more people to thank. Next up is the staff of Davenport North High School. From teachers to coaches, you all have helped me in so many different ways, and I could not thank you all enough. So I just want to quickly highlight a few of the staff members that have helped me the most. Mr. Schultz, you were my counselor and one of my favorite football coaches. Thank you for always trying to give me a shot and lending a helping hand when needed. I still think it's so funny how Mr. Crane would always call me Hunter Schultz, since you were one of the coaches I stuck by the most at practice. Next up are Miss Vasquez and Miss Heller. They both helped me so much when I was struggling with scholarship applications, and they always lend me their time. It was pretty much to the point that they became my secondary counselors. Now Mr. Baker. I will always remember the nickname I got 2x4 because I sucked at wrestling at the beginning, and how proud you were when I was able to make it to state. Finally, Miss Sterling, thank you for always giving me somewhere to go and having high expectations for me that kept me working towards goals. Okay, y'all, that's it for now. Now back to the class of 2026. I know we all like to joke that we are probably the most boring class in North's history. However, I would disagree. We have gone through so many different experiences together as peers from the first day of high school all the way to sharing these final moments at the vibrant arena. Music kids, do you remember the New Orleans trip a few years back? I still know how to make a mean pot of gumbo even after all this time. Or football players, do you remember all of the different experiences at Platteville from our freshman year to this final year? We did so much from the multiple practices a day, having no AC, bringing VR and other gaming equipment to the dorms, and all eating as a team. All of these memories I will cherish. Or do you all remember freshman year homecoming and how it wasn't as good as we all expected? I'm sure those memories will stay with us for a while. I mean, yeah, as a class we aren't the best at planning, like the 5 or so senior skip days that never really happened. But in reality, we are more closely knit than you all realize. I think I know practically everyone in our class. I'm sure it is the same for most of you all. So I'm glad I was able to share this journey with everyone. How are you all feeling about the future? Excited, right? Yeah, me too. There are so many different pathways that we are taking. Some of us are going to college, some are going into the trades, some are going to the military, and some are still undecided, and that's okay. Over all of our education, we've had to deal with the sleepless nights, the stacking homework, and the many other challenges along with that. I assume you all feel the pressure of turning the page onto a new chapter in our lives. So that is why I want to quote something that my wrestling coach, Mr. Baker, said. Pressure is a privilege, and it only comes to those who earn it. So even if life becomes too much, or people are putting too much pressure on you, just remember that is because they believe in you and what you can achieve, and I do too. I see the potential you all have, the effort you put in, and I know you will find your way in this crazy world. Wow, I've been talking for a while. All right, I want to close off the speech with a few final things to remember. These next couple of years are going to be a time for us to find ourselves, take risks, and make new memories. Even if we sometimes fall, setbacks are only temporary, and they will help you find who you are meant to become. However, even after all these new memories and new years and many years have passed, don't forget your roots of blue and gold, and congratulations to us, the class of 2026. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter, for those stirring and insightful words. The Davenport Community School District and North High School now wish to bestow a permanent mark of distinction upon our top scholars. To commemorate this pinnacle of academic achievement, we are proud to honor Wyatt, Jason, Hunter, Yancey, Sandra, and Wynn with an individual plaque of excellence. Furthermore, their legacy will be etched into the very history of our halls. A portrait of each of the 6 extraordinary graduates will be displayed at North High School, serving as an eternal testament to their brilliance and beacon of inspiration for every student who follows in their footsteps. At this time, Principal Johnson will present each student with a plaque. Hunter Morrow. Wyatt Anthony. Jason Lee. Nancy Ewan. Sandra Ong. And Yun Tran. Congratulations. At this time, I would invite the music department back up. Directed by Ryan Wewertz and accompanied by Tabitha Jones, they are performing The Ballad of Forever by Oliver Richmond, Benji Paskey, Justin Paul, arranged by Matt Dutton. Thank you. Beautifully done. It is truly an honor to celebrate these remarkable individuals. To our incredible graduating class, thank you for the mark you have left on North High School. Class of 2026, you have filled the hall with pride, and we stand in awe of the limitless potential that lies within each of you. Your futures are not just bright, they are blinding. As you step out into the world, remember this: you are unstoppable. Anchor yourself in your dreams, fuel them with relentless hard work, and never ever surrender your vision. It has been the highest honor of my career to work alongside you for the past couple years. You have been the greatest teachers, providing us with daily lessons in resilience, passion, and inspiration. For that, we are eternally grateful. I now pass the microphone to our leader, Principal Johnson. Principal Johnson, I proudly present to you the class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Heller. Good evening, families, faculty, and most importantly, the North High class of 2026. Standing here today, looking out at all of you in your blue and gold, we are struck by how far you have come since you first walked through those doors. You have shared 4 years of early mornings, hard-fought victories on the field, and the quiet, steady work of the classroom. We've seen you evolve from hesitant freshmen into leaders, artists, and thinkers you are today. As a class, you have set a remarkable standard. We've watched our Wildcat student athletes sign letters of intent, seen our musicians shine in all state groups, and celebrated academic triumphs. Many of you are wearing green cords today, representing over 40 hours of service back to this community. These aren't just accolades, they are proof of your dedication and your heart. Graduation is often called a commencement, a beginning, but I know that stepping away from the familiarity of North High School can feel daunting. As you prepare to turn your tassels and walk out of those doors, I want you to leave you with a quote, a sort of words of wisdom from one of your own classmates, Senior Jazir McDuffie. Whose perspective captures the spirit of this class perfectly. Never be afraid to step into something new, even when it feels uncomfortable, uncertain, or bigger than you. Growth does not come from staying where things are easy. It comes from taking chances, from putting yourself out there, and from believing in yourself before anyone else does. You're going to face big obstacles. There will be moments when things don't go your way, where you feel doubted, overlooked, or even like giving up. But understand, those are moments are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you. Every challenge you face is building you into someone stronger, smarter, and more prepared for what is ahead. You are capable of overcoming more than you think, as long as you don't quit on yourself. And just as important as what you do is who you surround yourself with. Pay attention to the people in your circle. Stay close to the ones who support you, who push you to do better, and who want to see you win just as much as they want success for themselves. The right people will elevate you, while the wrong ones can hold you back without realizing it. So take risks, chase opportunities, learn from your struggles, and build a circle that brings out the best in you. Wildcats, as you head into the next chapter, remember that you are part of a legacy of excellence. Whether you are heading to the University of Iowa, like our Dooley Scholarships winners, entering a trade, or serving our country, carry that Wildcat pride with you. Look out for one another stay connected in your circle, and never stop believing in the potential we have seen in every single one of you every single day. And remember, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Congratulations, class of 2026. Do I do the next part? Superintendent Schneckloth, esteemed members of the Board of Education, and honored guests, before you stands a cohort of resilient, intelligence, and untapped potential. Each student before us has triumphantly navigated the rigorous academic landscape, fulfilling every district and state requirement with distinction to earn the right to be called graduate of Davenport Community Schools. It is with the immense pride and unwavering confidence in their future that I present to you the North High School Class of 2026.
Thank you, Principal Johnson. Good evening, graduates, families, staff, and community members. Today is a celebration of achievement, but more importantly, it's a celebration of who you are becoming. As you leave here, you will hear a lot of advice about success. Some will tell you it's about talent. Others will tell you it's about intelligence or opportunity. But today, I want to offer you something simpler and maybe even a little bit more powerful. First thing, and many of the seniors that I've interacted with this year, you might have already heard this from me, but it doesn't hurt to hear it again. Show up and care while you're there. That's it, 2 things. Now that might sound obvious, but it isn't. Because showing up and caring, truly caring, is harder than it sounds. I was reminded of this in the most unexpected way about 13 years ago at an Easter gathering with my family. My niece had spotted an Easter egg that had rolled down a steep hill. She was in an Easter dress, not exactly dressed for the terrain, but she started making her way down anyway. It wasn't easy, and it would have been challenging for anybody, especially her dressed in those Easter shoes in her dress. About halfway down, she stopped, she turned around, and she looked at me, and she said, "You got me, T?" And in that moment, everything slowed down. She wasn't asking if I could go get the egg, and she wasn't asking someone else to step in. She was asking something more important. Are you here? Do you care? Can I count on you? Showing up means being present, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Caring means investing in what you're doing, in the people around you. And here's the truth. The people who show up and genuinely care, whether it's in their job, their education, or their relationships, they're the ones that stand out. They're the ones others trust. They are the ones others count on. Quite simply, they become infinitely more employable and infinitely more valuable in every part of life. Because talent might get you noticed, but effort and care make you indispensable. And here's another truth I want to leave you with today. Hard work always works. Not always immediately, not always in the way you expect, but over time, it always works. And here's one of my favorite quotes to go with it. Many people miss opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. And that's exactly right. Opportunity rarely shows up looking glamorous like you seniors do today. It looks like preparation. It looks like staying up late. It looks like doing something when nobody's watching. It looks like pushing yourself when it would be easier to stop. And often, it looks like something that doesn't feel exciting at all. But those moments, those everyday decisions to keep going, to try, to care, those are the moments that shape your future. Graduates, as you walk across this stage and step into the next section of your life, remember this. Show up even when it's hard. Care even when it would be easier not to. Put in the work even when it doesn't feel rewarding in the moment. Because one day, someone's going to look at you, just like my niece looked at me that time, and ask, "You got me?" And your answer, through your actions and your consistency and your character, will define who you are. President Klein Jerome, the students assembled before us have met the curricular requirements established by the law in the state of Iowa. Additionally, these students completed the coursework of instruction required by the Davenport Community School District Board of Education. Therefore, the students in attendance at this ceremony are qualified and prepared for graduation. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Good evening. Success is accomplishing positive results. You have achieved success, and this is just the beginning of the accomplishments you will attain. You might find success in college, in a job, in an apprenticeship, or in the military. Thank you for your service. There are many opportunities out there for you. Don't let obstacles stop you. Learn from them and move on. Dream big and be persistent. Life is not always easy, but the challenge can be half the fun. And finally, as Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether you're by a healthy child, a garden patch, or redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Having met the requirements of the Board of Directors and completed the curriculum guidelines for graduation as established, and your records being verified by the principal and superintendent of schools, by the power vested in me as the president of the Board of Directors, I hereby designate you as graduates of the Davenport Community School District. Our board members acknowledge and accept you as graduates of the district, and we wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Congratulations and best wishes to the 2026 graduating class of North High School.
In August of 2013, the Davenport Community School District and Eastern Iowa Community College forged a revolutionary partnership to create an accelerated associate's degree program right here at North High School. This cutting-edge, innovative idea has propelled North High School into an elite tier, distinguishing our school as visionary leaders, not just in the state of Iowa, but across the nation. Today, we celebrate a monumental achievement of 59 extraordinary scholars who have defied the traditional timeline. Over the last 4 years, they have simultaneously conquered the requirements for both their high school diploma and associate's degree from Scott Community College. I ask these trailblazing group to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. At this monumentous hour, we are profoundly honored to recognize this legendary class of 26. Every hour of tireless study, every late night of dedication, every ounce of unshakable persistence has culminated in this defining pinnacle of your journey. You are no longer students, you are architects of your future. As I call you forward, please begin your walk of honor towards the stage, claim your diplomas, and take your rightful place among this prestigious alumni.
Sebastian Kudaida Abdi. Maxton Wayne Adamson. Kendall Nicole Addison. Lawrence Edward Alexander III. Javier Francisco Alvarado. Kayliana Marie Anderson. Wyatt Michael Anthony. Brooklyn Kennedy Arnold. Brandon Lamar King B. Gracie Della Beal. Hunter Lee Bennett. Cameron Danielle Berchtold. Juan Jesus Bernal. Brooklyn Paige Berner. Forrest Will Burnett. Adeline Michelle Bloomer Gomez. Madison Rosemary Bolby. Mackenzie Rayanne Bowling. Thomas A. Boyd. Lance C. Brock II. Brianna Lauren May Brotherton. Jacqueline Joan Bruce. Bailey M. Brush. Silas E. G. Bryant. Alejandro J. Caldera. Cade Lee Caldwell. Kaylin Marie Calloway. Jimmy LaVar Carter Jr. Belinda Monet Cloak. Alexander James Colton. Lauren Elizabeth Cones. Juels Mackay Latreoni. Scott Allen Conklin. Connor Michael Cook. Gage Aaron Corder. Alexander James Creighton. Erilyn Leslie Dahl. Mason Robert Davis. Stella Andrea Davis. Regina de la Cruz Estrada. Jaden James Demers. Amelia A. Diaz. Kylie Elise Dokes. Zane Gregory Michael Donnelly. Caden Douglas Each. Russell Riley J. Elk. Sire Jaime Esquivel. Brooklyn Renee Evans. Esteban Fernandez. Ellie G. Flynn. Raylan Jade Foland. Juliana Marie Gambleton. Matthew Garcia Lopez. Natalie Jade Garwood. Ruth Yawa Gavon. Isabella L. M. Genther. Jordan Malik Harris Williams. Braden Tyler George. Casey George.
I don't got my card. It's Cameron Dale Gerstenkorn. I don't got my card. Cameron Dale Gerstenkorn.
Cameron Dale Gerstenkorn. Kylie Elizabeth Gilchrist. Roland Oliver Glenbine IV. Eleanor Katie Gooden. Connor Lucas Gordon. London Rebecca Grage. Claire Evelyn Grassley. Miles Jordan Green. Nicole Sue Gregory. Mackenzie Y. Gruenhagen. Kayliana Ray Hamilton. Jerry Daniel Hawk. Andrea Mary Isabel Hernandez. Avery Quinn Hirsch. Gavin Michael Hoker. Felina Horbank. Kylan Marie Hubbard. Danica Joy Hughes. Ramses Hughes. Caleb Mark Heithecker. Eric Dietrich Jackson Jr. Elijah Devin Johnson.
Can you add Serrano, please?
Gabriella Serrano Johnson.
Yes, can you add Elise too?
Holy
My
cow.
middle name? Thank you.
Gabriella Elise Serrano Johnson. Jaden Richard Edward Johnson.
It's John L.
Jonell Adrian Johnson Jr. Tristan Gentry Johnson. David Joyner.
Sarah.
Sarah Ann Kask. Leona Celia Jones. Marquise Andrew Jones. Ashlyn Haley Jorgensen. James Edward Judson. Abigail Kathleen Keller. Thomas Michael Oscar Kern.
Last name Kindig. Got you.
Lucas Joshua Kindig. Hudson William Kirby. Dylan Kolick. Kellen Michael Kramer. Colton Allen LaGrange. Danny Lynn Cheyenne Lathan. Jason Wynn Lee. Kevin Lee. Stephen H. Lee. Tristan Michael Leffler. Kamarie Lachey Lewis Carter. Eli Matthew Lofahos. Evan Matthew Losi. DeAntoine Levante Lucas.
Sure. I'll take the M's from here.
Right.
Corbin Rose. Machek. What? Corbin Rose Machek. There's no R. Machek. Corbin Rose Machek. Cooper Douglas Scott Medician.
William Daniel McGarrett.
William Daniel McGarrett. Jasmine Manuel. Ella Rose Martin. Jordan Xavier Martin. Faith Mariah Long. Hey, Jay. Keithan Jarrell Martin, Jr. Okay. Avea Mays. Owen Anthony McCash. Jazir Ravel McDuffie. Hang on a second, Adriana. Adriana Aaliyah McGowan. Kale Gerald McMahon.
Moyman.
Avenue Jacob Moyman.
That's nice and easy. I like it.
Aaron Miller Jr.
Dylan Marie Montega. Meg Tag. I'll get it. I'll get it. I promise.
Dylan Marie Montagna. Eduardo Julian Montez Rios. Jimena Marisol Montez Rios. Markel Moore. John Jean Joseph Morris. Hunter Charles Morrow.
Got it.
David Glenn Murphy III. Coy Murray. Landon Anthony Nelson. Kathy Lee Wynn.
Ty. T.
Nancy T. Wynn.
K. Is it just K? Okay.
Allison K. Nielsen.
Nothing tricky there.
Maya Serenity Nixish.
No high, right?
Yep.
No high.
Jacob Andrew, no high. Nicole Elizabeth Norton.
Obu? Obo. Yeah.
Jeshurun Odianasem Obo.
Yalam.
Yeah.
Sandra Yalam Ong.
Sandra Yalam Ang. Drake Ryan Osterhaus. William Connor O'Sullivan. Mason Alexander Pavo. Derek Ellis Partman. Isaac Cruz Patricio. Bryce Anthony Pauley. Madison Elaine Peel. Isaac Paul Piquios. Derek Pena Jr. Tayana Pendleton. Joshua Gabriel Pertit. Gabriella Marine Pazinski.
Poster or Poston? Poston.
Daniel Poston. Sean Powers. Kenyon DeRay Purnell. Landon Michael Quinn. Joseph Michael Ramirez. Lashaya R. Randall. Helena Mila Rostovich. Jalen Reed.
Lena? Lene.
June Lene Reed. Gavin Javier Rentz. Alex Simon Reyna. Aubrey Annette Rich. Tristan Ryan Matthew Richard. Makai Amir Richardson.
Anani Zamina. Okay.
Anani Zamina Richardson Brown. Alasia Darlene Robinson.
Congrats, Casey.
Casey Robinson III. Kaya Jane Ross. Landon Carter Roth. Damian J. Ruiz. Amira Salou. Keatley J. Sandercock. Valerie Nicole Schaefer. Jacob Peter Alexander Schumann. Drew Pierce Scott. Kamari O. Scott. Diamante Trayvon Shears.
Tatham.
Drew Tathan Sheedy. Andrew T. Schultz. Audrina Lee Shuford. Kira Lee Cinda. Caden James Snyder. Addison Grace Stanger.
Dalila.
Sophie Dalila Starman. Mackenzie Christian Stevenson. King Montez Stewart. Kira Lynn Stroyan. Samor Monet Sykes. Elizabeth Patricia Seiler. Anton Durrell Taylor Jr. Michaela Sheree Lynn Teague. Joshua Edward Tydell. Giovanni Quirino Tejas.
Yours isn't tricky, I like it.
Lyrica Yvonne Thomas.
Okay. Not Nevea, just Neve.
Kylie Neve Thurman. Devin Gabrielle Torres.
Is it Ewan?
Ewan Win Fong Tran. Gabriella Noel Trout.
It's nice and easy.
Tanner Logan Tucker. Aranda Yukaj.
Shauna. Bella.
Dominique Deshauna Vella. Juan Daniel Villapando.
Vinger.
London Isabella Vinger.
Miss Janae. Oh, like I was all big.
Yes, I love you so much.
Janae Vinson. Luna Viveros. Ava K. Vatrabek.
Miss Emily.
Emily Alina Vatrabek.
Natalia. God, why couldn't I get that right? Natalia.
Natalia S. Wagner. Anthony Lee Walker.
Lisa or Jolisa? Jolisa.
Julisa Renee Walker. Camry Grace Walton.
Nice and easy.
Jamari Walton. Elise Claire Watkins. Trateris Watson. Chloe Webster. Aiden Weipert. Sophie Marie Welchert. Jerron L. Wells. Jackson Charles Wendler. Jaden Lene Winskunis. Addison Marie Werner.
All right.
Malachi White. Serenity Lynn White.
Yes.
Adam Michael Weiss.
Davina.
Yes.
Faith Davina Wiggins.
Willett.
Addison Ann Willett. Carson Elijah Williams.
Okay.
Jimmy Charles Williams, Jr. Ava Marie Williamson. Naziah Imani Wilson Mueller.
Montrez. Okay.
Davarian Montrez Wright.
All right.
Adam Zagnoni. Elena J. Zamora.
Zawatsky.
Daniel Morgan Zawatsky.
Zentek.
Madison Lynn Zentik. And last but not least, Ezekiel Lair Zirkelbach.
Let's ignite this room one more time with a thunderous round of applause for this spectacular group. To lead us into our final reflections, it's my distinct privilege to welcome a leader who embodies the spirit and the heart of this class. Please join me in welcoming your senior class president, Isabella Genther, to the podium to address this unstoppable class of 2026.
Good evening, faculty, families, and most importantly, my fellow graduating class of 2026. I am Isabella Genther, and it is an honor to stand before you all today as your senior class president. I would like to congratulate you all for your hard work and dedication that has led you to this very moment. I am sure many of you have at least one person who comes to mind when you think of support, guidance, and love. That person might be someone who is here in this room physically, or someone who is proudly looking down. Whether it's a parent, grandparent, friend, teacher, or coach, I would like to thank them on the behalf of 2026 for their unwavering support is what got us all here today. I want to give a special thank you to my Aunt Sarah for being that special person for me. She's the person who I can always count on for advice and never fails to show up for me. Thank you to my parents and grandparents for always believing in me and supporting my dreams, no matter how big or small they may be. While writing this speech, I thought about my 7-year-old self learning how to ride a bike without training wheels and how nervous I was to do so. I had woken my dad up bright and early and told him I had built up the courage to learn. We go outside and he takes the training wheels off, and I'm immediately hit with an overwhelming wave of fear, thinking about all that can go wrong, like falling and not being able to make it up the street. My dad looks at me and goes, "You'll be all right, kiddo, I'm right here." That gave me the reassurance needed, so I hop on and headed up the street, and then boom, I fell. And in that moment, it felt like all that I was worried about just happened. But then I picked myself up and realized I will fall a few times. It is all just a part of the process of learning something new. I eventually got up the street in no time, and riding a bike became second nature. Just like we are all scared to take the training wheels off of our bikes, we are scared to walk out these doors and into our future. These past few years were meant to prepare us for our next steps, and now that those next steps are about to be taken, it's terrifying. We are thinking about all the challenges we'll face going forward into our adulthood, and at times feeling not an ounce of preparedness. A quote said by Emma Chamberlain, "No one is truly ever ready for something they've never experienced before." And it's true. None of us are ready for the future simply because we haven't lived it yet. This change may seem daunting, but hey, you made it through driver's ed, the crowded hallways where deodorant seems to not exist, and most importantly, you made it through the time of trying to navigate who you are as a teenager. In another 4 years, you will look back with an entirely new mindset and will have made a dent into adulthood and realize even with the challenges faced, you got there. Throughout life, it will be okay to feel unsure at times because it is all of our first times living. With that being said, make your first time living count. Don't let the fear of what happens next stop you from chasing your dreams and aspirations. We are now taking our training wheels off, yet again, heading up the street we know as life. All of our destinations may be different, with some moving hours away from family and friends to be in college, and others only minutes away. Us going off on our own unique paths is a beautiful thing. I have no doubt in my mind you will all do great things. So God bless and congratulations to the class of 2026 for completing this incredible milestone. This is only the beginning.
Thank you, Isabel, for those inspiring words. Graduates, the moment has arrived. Please rise and stand tall. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my absolute privilege and highest honor to present to you for the very first time the official graduates at Davenport North High School class of 2026. Congratulations. You may turn your tassels. At this time, you are dismissed. Follow your line leaders to claim your diplomas for the hard work you've done. Go forth and make your mark on the world.